Ito ang Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang naiiba at kakaibang plataporma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Streamcast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mami, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hi, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I just had to fix some technical things. My OBS didn't want to work. I had to restart my computer. Pero maraming salamat po. Good morning. Hi, Jay. It's so nice to see you. Bright and early. Late na nga. Very nice to see you, Jake. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Welcome everybody. Welcome anybody that is on with me in my show today. Okay, maraming salamat. Welcome ho. Pasok lang. Anyway, happy Monday, everyone. And I trust that people had a good weekend, however way you spent it. Of course, across the globe, a lot of people, like in Japan, where most of my students are, they're like, parang ano dun parang there's no pandemic. People started going to the mountains, make pasyal, go to the beach, shopping, and there's the cat. Anyway, because of, stop, okay. Anyway, never mind. We'll just deal with the cat background, okay? Because my son's still not back from his Manila sojourn. Actually, nagpabakuna doon. But anyway, so yeah. So a lot of people are sort of celebrating and trying to, well, I guess most people have settled in with the fact that this is our new normal way of life. So, but that's the thing. That's what we have to do. We have to move on from this and live life like this for a while. We don't know how long this is gonna last, but we just have to live this way, right? Living with masks when we go out, okay, social distancing when we have to, even with the vaccinations, we still have to do those protocols, right? So maraming salamat sa inyong sama sa akin today. So dyan lang po kayo na just sit back and relax, and we have several things to talk about. Unang-una na dyan, okay? Of course, let's talk about, okay, of course, the pandemic and how it's affecting people and how technology is helping us cope with this, okay? There is a few days ago, this is a news that I saw on Inquirer.net, right? Yesterday, okay, this was the news yesterday. The government says that we must give more attention to the mental health issues caused by the pandemic. Totoo naman, true enough, right? Apektado ang maraming individual, even and not just in the Philippines, but all around the globe. People are committing suicide because of depression and because of, sa kawalang oportunidad na magtrabaho at kumita, yung ibang tao na di-depress. So the government says government must give more attention to the mental health issues caused by the pandemic. Okay, The government should give more attention to the mental health of Filipinos as the COVID-19 pandemic has triggered an increase in cases of depression and suicide. This is according to San Jose del Monte City Representative Florida Robes. She said this on Sunday, okay? I believe that as much as we work to address COVID-19, we should also give the same attention to our mental health because this is what will have a greater impact on our well-being as we recover from this pandemic, and that is what I will continue to advocate in Congress and for the people of San Jose del Monte City. Ito sinabi ni Robes during an online forum organized by the Philippine Press Institute. Nakakaloka, a silent pandemic. This was the press con that was held, okay, to address the impact of COVID-19 on mental health. We've addressed this before, right? We've talked about this issue, mental health, and how the pandemic is affecting it, okay? Well, according to Robes, she has been receiving reports about mental health issues caused by the pandemic. She pointed out that mental illnesses had been on the rise in recent years, and the pandemic had made it even worse. Well, I can imagine. Okay, and that only 5% of the Department of Health budget has been allotted for mental health programs. Okay, this is the reason she pointed out why she filed House Bill or HB 9980, establishing the first mental health clinic in the country in San Jose del Monte. The bill was approved on final reading by the House of Representatives on September 28. Okay? Okay. Na ano naman, to parang an update on that, okay? The House okayed a final reading bill seeking to set up first mental health clinic. Yun na nga, na-approve yun. Na-approve kasi yung kanyang bill, yung House Bill number 9980. Doon sa kanilang area, okay? Sa San Jose del Monte Mental Health Wellness Center. So meron na sila doon, okay? The clinic was established in San Jose del Monte City in Bulacan. It is funded and managed by the city government in conjunction with the Department of Health. San Jose del Monte Representative Florida Robes, who authorized the bill, said approval was very timely considering the many health problems and issues brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. According to her, the mental health clinic will be the first of its kind in the Philippines. Citing data from the National Health Program of the DOH, Robes said that at least 3.6 million Filipinos suffer from mental health disorders. Okay? So mental health has been widely ignored and less prioritized by the government as our country has been considered one of the poorest in terms of mental health resources. Kakaawa naman, right? The problem of mental health has been more pronounced as we encounter the many ill effects of COVID-19 with the lockdowns and social distancing, which have prevented us from being with our friends and engaging in personal interactions and connections with other people. The clinic, to be called the San Jose del Monte Mental Wellness Center, will provide services that include counseling and therapy, crisis counseling and intervention, medication, evaluation and management, group therapy, pati mindfulness, meditation, after-hours care, and other psychiatric services, okay? So itong San Jose del Monte Mental Wellness Center sa Bulacan is the first of its kind in the Philippines. The center will also offer psychotherapy services to patients with difficult emotions, anxiety, and stress, childhood trauma, parang yung pusa ito, nasa-stress ako sa ingay. Shh! Stop it! Cross-cultural issues, life transitions, depression, parenting issues, pati post-traumatic stress disorder, domestic abuse, and family and interpersonal conflicts. The development plan of the center will be prepared by the San Jose del Monte government in accordance with the Philippine Health Facility Development Plan and in continuous consultation with the Department of Health. Pero yun na nga, bukas na yan, okay? Na-approve na. Okay? So that's the news on regarding mental health and the pandemic. Okay? All right. Moving right along. Hold on a second. Okay, ang Department of Justice naman. Kanina, Department of Health. Ito naman, okay? The Department of Justice wants to warn public versus fake delivery couriers, okay? May mga fake delivery couriers. Totoo naman talaga. Di ba, yung bibigay mo kunyari order mo kasi nananakaw nila yung mga parcels, yung mga packages. Tapos pag-deliver sa'yo, mali, o kaya bato yung laman, pero nabigay mo na kasi COD. Oh my gosh, right? So, the Department of Justice yesterday advised the public to refrain from sharing personal information online. Ito naman, ulit-ulit natin sinasabi. To avoid being victimized by fake couriers or delivery or yung mga riders collecting payments for false deliveries. This is really talaga identity theft, package theft, and it's already, sorry, alam. Sorry. yung pusa ko. Stop it, go upstairs. Oh my gosh. Hinahanap yung master niya, yung anak ko, wala, dito na sa Manila. So the DOJ or the Department of Justice is urging online shoppers to destroy the personal information attached to delivered pouches and boxes to protect themselves from such schemes. Ano? Destroy the attached delivered pouches. Na-deliver na. Hello? Na-deliver na. Nakadikit nga yun dun eh. Anong gagawin mo? Paano mo i-destroy yun? Kailangan yung i-deliver. What the heck is that? The DOJ urged online shoppers to destroy their personal information attached to the delivered pouches. How can you destroy that and na-deliver na nga sa'yo? That doesn't make sense. Hello? Because you have to give those informations. They put that on the packages as a sticker. That is your routing thing, your tracking thing. So, anong sinasabi nitong DOJ na destroy the delivered pouches? Tatapunin mo naman talaga yon, okay? Pero yun, pag tinapon mo, ang ibig mo sabihin yun, yan ang to beware. When you throw it out, remove those information thingies because yan ang pwedeng nakawin, alright? Hindi yung remove the one when you receive it, okay? Hi, Angelica! Good morning, Angelica Paz. Welcome. Pasok lang, alright? Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday to you too. So many people have turned to online shopping, of course, we know that, to avoid contracting COVID-19. Contactless pagbibili ng order ng pagkain, buying goods and getting goods and services, okay? However, like we always say, in the internet now, there's so many cyber criminals, right? At isa na dyan, pinagnanakawan yan, yung mga Shopee, Lazada deliveries na yan. Ini-intercept nila. At yung dati, last year, yung tungkol sa Ninja Express, Ninja Van, diba? Pag-receive pagbukas niya ng package niya, laman ba to? Tapos COD yun. See, yun ang ginagawa nila, ninanakaw nila yung fee because it's COD. See, they found a way now to intercept or nakawin yung mga parcels or i-hijack yung truck ng delivery, right? So many things happening, okay? So the DOJ office or the Department of Justice Office of Cybercrime has been receiving reports about the modus operandi of fake couriers, okay? They victimize the shoppers by delivering packages and demanding payment for items that were supposedly bought online by the victims. Especially nga the COD ones, okay? Of course, dahil mas madali mo makuha ka agad yun, dadalhin mo lang yung package na finake mo naman, right? Perpetrators of such lawful actions may be held liable for violating, okay, Republic Act 10173 or the Data Privacy Act and charged with estafa under the revised penal code according to the DOJ. So, pwede niyong kasuhan itong mga nagnanakaw na to ng identity o nagnanakaw ng package nyo. Definitely. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Ano ba yan? Sorry. Ayusin ko lang itong akin. What happened? Alright. Okay there. I'm back. Okay, so as I was saying, so the DOJ has advised the public to check your social media accounts for pending orders for delivery. Okay, the public should also inform other members of their household not to accept parcels if they are not expecting any deliveries. Okay, talaga naman, i-check niyo yung mga pag merong yung mga kasambahay niyo, wag basta tatanggapin. At or i-verify muna sa inyo, itawag sa inyo, i-text sa inyo kung talaga nga nag-order kayo ng ganon, right? Palagi niyong i-verify yung packages niyo, okay? Make sure, okay? Okay, so that's my take kanina, Department of Health. This was naman according to Department of Justice, okay? So please, beware, buyer beware, buyer beware. Okay, all right? Now we want to talk about, okay, somebody emailed me asking for help, okay, regarding what to do in this pandemic, okay, regarding the home, okay. Today, I will talk about a little bit about, okay, the home, okay, lifestyle naman tayo, right? Di ba? Kasi with the advent of technology, gastos din talaga, to update and upgrade yourself all the time with the latest gadgets, the latest phone, the latest laptop, the latest anything. But okay, sa bahay, how are you gonna do? Ako, I purchased a few things online to spiff up my little kitchen. But how do you get a smarter kitchen without buying new appliances? Okay, especially if you're on a budget, especially in this pandemic, right? Okay, so let's look into that. How to get a smarter kitchen without buying appliances. Ayan, okay? Yan ang aking isa sa mga headlines today. Okay, so how do we get a smarter kitchen without buying new appliances? Okay, just listen up, all right? You can find nearly any large appliance in a smart version nowadays, right? But upgrading to a fridge with Wi-Fi, oh my gosh, or an oven that preheats itself, diba? That will take a big bite on our budget, right? But isn't that so cool? A fridge that has Wi-Fi that you can just control, or an oven that preheats itself at the flick of a finger. Actually, not a flick of a finger nowadays, as a swipe of a finger, right? There are ways to smarten up your culinary workspace that costs less, okay? So let's go through some easy ways to put smarts in your kitchen without busting your wallet, okay? Okay. Do you know about, there's this thing called smart displays. Smart displays is great for displaying photographs, watching videos, and seeing important information like weather forecasts or your daily commute. They're also fantastic helpers in the kitchen, okay? Itong smart display, I don't know kung meron na tayo dito sa Pilipinas, but let me show you, okay? Basta this smart display, okay, can show you step-by-step recipes, set timers, and answer questions about cooking methods and common measurements. Amazon's Echo Show Smart Displays offers similar guided recipes, as does the Google-enabled Lenovo Smart Display. These countertop displays are a great way to get your kitchen questions answered when your hands are messy. Gusto niyo makita yung itsura ng smart display? Okay, sorry. Kunin ko lang, okay? Sensya na. Smart display. Okay. Ayan, oh. Alright. I will just get it. Please, pasensya. This is the smart display. I'm getting it right now. Nakita niyo na yung files ko. Ano ba yan? Topic, smart display. Smart display. There you go. Okay, I got it. See? Did you see it? There. That's the smart display. Oh. Cool, right? Diba? How to get your kitchen. Uh, Yan. How to get a smarter kitchen without buying new appliances. Okay? Yan ang mga smart display. Ito, recipes. See? Makikita mo na lang basta yung recipe mo. Yan, tubakman na nila lahat yung mukha ko. Right? Oops, sorry. So, how do you get your kitchen? Well, get smart display. Cool yan. Okay, countertop ovens with smarts. Okay, so what do you mean by this? If you're willing to spend a bit more, you can get a smart countertop oven that will recognize your food and cook it using artificial intelligence. Grabe naman. Cooking with AI. It has AI and cameras, all with controls from a handy mobile app. The June Intelligent Oven does that, but costs $499, which is still cheaper than most full-size ovens, okay? Whirlpool's innovation segment lab showed off a similar oven. Itong mga oven na to, oh my gosh. Oven na nagde-detect ng recognize your food and cook it using AI. Grabe naman. Okay. What is this one? Okay. So you can use those, pero at the same time, syempre, yan, cheaper na yon alternative to an oven, pero pag hindi nyo ma-afford, then stick to your old oven. Ito lang yung mga latest breakthrough that can make life easier for us. If you can afford it, okay? Connected cookers, all right? Uh-oh, what happened? My phone. Okay, connected cookers. Nasa mukha ko naman pala lahat to. Connected cookers. Hala, wait a minute. The Instant Pot Smart Wi-Fi is the only connected model from the multi-cooker manufacturer. There was a Bluetooth model, but it's now discontinued. Okay, the Wi-Fi model connects to the Instant Pot app, where you can control your Instant Pot naman. Okay, so there's also Bluetooth thermometers. Okay, all right, can you believe it? Getting your steak to the perfect temperature takes precision, and having a connected thermometer will help you keep a close eye on your cooking so you can manage multiple dishes at once. Okay, pakita ko sa inyo yung itsura ng Bluetooth meter. Diba? Ito naman yung hanap ka na ng mga menu, recipes, okay, so desktop na yon. But anyway, okay, so that's the smart display. Ito naman, gusto nyo makita yung thermometer na latest gadget. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna get it. Patience po. Virtue ng patience. Sorry. Because I thought, okay, so this is the Bluetooth thermometer. Okay. Oops, sorry. It's a Bluetooth thermometer. Well, it kind of looks naman like any well, yeah. Let's see. Okay. All right, here it is. Smart thermometer. Oops, okay, so let's get that. This is a smart thermometer. See, lahat na lang ng bagay. This could be useful for your kitchen also, right? Yeah. There you go, okay? That is the smart thermometer. Oh, look at it. Yes. All right. Bluetooth na ang thermometers ngayon. Pwede na, right? Connected cooking itong tinatawag. Bluetooth thermometers. Getting your steak to the perfect temperature takes precision, di ba? And having a connected, or your turkey when you're cooking it for hours, and having a connected thermometer will help you keep a close eye on your cooking so you can manage multiple dishes at once, okay? Meter, MEATER, is a $70 temperature probe. Magkano $70? Basta $100 is 5,000 eh. So 70 mga 3,000 something. Okay? Meter is a $70 temperature probe that works with Bluetooth to alert you via a companion app on your phone when your food reaches a set internal temperature. Di ba? Galing. Pati yung niluluto nyo, mamamonitor. Weber's iGrill technology, okay, is available on several grill models, okay? What happened to my broadcast here? There you go. Ayan, naayos ko na. Okay? Alright. So yan, diba? Tingnan nyo kung maka-order kayo sa Amazon itong meter, right? And pang ano pala ng pangluto ng steak, ng meat, ng roast, ng pot roast, ng turkey, right? Bluetooth meat probe for monitoring temps through the iGrill app. You can also buy the iGrill temperature probes individually, starting at just $50. Okay, all right. Best for super busy and lazy peeps po ang mga AI-operated cooking equipment. But nothing can really beat real human cooking. Oo naman, talaga. Siyempre, yung human touch sa pagluluto. Kasi talaga, when you think about it, talaga katamaran ang tinuturo ng mga paggamit ng gadgets eh. Like, I always go back to the fact, like, when I was watching this Good Girls sa Netflix, they were saying, or they were trying to figure out their bills and all of that. Then, yung gadget niya ayaw mag-work, inaayos niya yung battery. He wanted to compute something. So sabi niya, this battery should be working or something. Tapos sabi ng asawa niya, our brain should be working too. Meaning to say, di ba, ngayon, imbis na mag-isip na lang ng simple math problems, titingin pa kagad sa computer or sa cellphone para gamitin yung calculator. Eh dati we are able to figure out things through our brain, through our own manual, Yun na nga nababawasan yung paggamit ng brains manually because we are getting dependent on gadgets and technology. Not good, right? Not really. Okay? Tapos, di ba, meron pa ngayon sa Amerika yung smart faucets. Can you believe it? Gripo na smart. Okay, ano yan? Paano kaya yun? Smart faucets. Well, smart faucets. My gosh, ano yun? Ano ang smart faucets? Okay? Anyway, tanggalin ko lang ito. Makaharang. Alright, so yeah. Ano ang smart faucets, right? Smart faucets naman ay what is the premise there? Let's see kung anong. Like the countertop oven, smart faucets are pricey, but still less than the cost of any smart large appliance. Both Kohler, yung famous brand, Kohler, and Delta make voice assistant, oh my God, ano ba yan? Voice assistant-enabled models of their touch faucets that range from $800 to $1,200 depending on finishes. You'll need to give the whole family a quick lesson on how to work these. Ano ba yan? May tutorial pa. As the handle and touch mechanisms have to be set a specific way to use voice control, oh my God, with Google Assistant or Amazon's Alexa. Admittedly expensive and not entirely practical, there's still something delightfully futuristic about asking Alexa to pour a cup of water and watching it happen from far away. Sige na nga, pakita ko sa inyo itong itsura ng smart faucet. Tara! Ano ba itong mga to? Okay, we're reviewing gadgets now. Okay, at this point. Grabe, tingnan niyo itong smart faucet. My gosh. Let's see what it is. Okay, smart faucet. These are the kitchen things that you can get that will eventually save you money in the long run. I guess so. To make your kitchen smart. Alright? So, gusto niyo makita yung smart faucet? I'll show you. Okay? Smart faucet. It's kind of cool. There you go. Oh. Hindi yan. Ito yung, nakapatong. May mga buttons. Oh my gosh. That is a smart faucet. Alright? Okay, there it is. Cool, oh. It's voice activated pa. pour me a glass of water. Tara! Wash the dishes. Pwede mo kaya utusan maghugas ng mga dishes itong smart faucet na to, right? Hello. Oh, wala, kukuha ka na ng robot talaga yung tagahugas niyan. But then, this is a smart faucet for you. Okay? So, yan, alright? Okay. Ay, mali ako. Sorry. Nasaan yung smart Ay, sorry. Sorry. I put the wrong picture. Sorry, my dears. Yung nakapakita ko sa inyo is the smart coffee maker. Ang smart faucet ay ito. Ano ba yan? Sorry. This is a smart faucet. Okay? Ayan. Ito ang smart faucet. See? Ayan. Alright? Sorry. That's the smart faucet. Voice activated pa. Alright? Okay? Yung naalis ko na picture dyan is actually not a smart faucet, but a smart coffee drip. Okay? It is a smart coffee thingy. Okay? Alright, that is a smart coffee maker. Ano kaya naman ang magagawa nun, right? Well, so that is the smart faucet. Ang ganda ng smart faucet, ha? Pasensya na, sorry. I'm only human. Okay, there. This is the smart coffee maker. Or coffee. Kasi ang dami-daming graphics eh. Na gusto kong pakita sa inyo. While I'm talking, well, I have to fix na nga my slide presentation thingy here. Alright, so that I don't have to do this while I'm talking. There, oh. Yan ang smart coffee maker. Ang cool. Alright? Yes. Kanina was smart faucet. Itong smart coffee pots. Okay? Connected coffee is also coming to our kitchens. My God. With Wi-Fi connectivity, you can schedule your morning brewing of your coffee or ask for a fresh pot of coffee with a simple voice command. Wow. Okay. There is a thing called the Bemor Connected Brewer. BEHMOR, the Bemor Connected Brewer. It costs $250, okay? With it, you can control water temperature, pre-soak time, and the type of roast from your phone. Or use Alexa to order a coffee without voice commands. Oh my gosh, pwede mo utusan gumawa ng kape para sa'yo. Ano ba yan? Of course, there are other stuff that you can put in your kitchen to make it a smart kitchen and very, very conducive to working in this pandemic. There are also smart plugs, okay? Smart plug, yung plug ng kuryente, right? These little gadgets aren't kitchen specific, but they're a great way to automate countertop devices that don't have smarts. Both the $30 TP-Link Casa Smart Wi-Fi plug mini and the $15 Wise plug, two-pack are affordable options that performed well during this testing, okay? From monitoring energy consumption to scheduling countertop appliances, smart plugs can add just the right amount of automation without replacing an entire device. So, ipa-plug mo lang yun doon, makakapag-monitor ka na ng iba't ibang mong gadget sa kusina, okay? Meron smart plug, meron ding smart lights, okay? Having enough light in your kitchen cabinets is essential to culinary precision and safety. Di ba talaga naman, di ka makaluto ng tama kung madilim yung room, dapat tamang illumination or ilaw, right? Because having enough light in your kitchen workspace is essential, right? Adding lights beneath your kitchen cabinets or pendants over the island can create a much brighter area. So, gandahan din yung lighting sa kusina niya sa pagluluto. Alright? So, okay. So, that's that. Alright. Ano pang sunod nating balita? Okay. Gadgets pa rin at technology. Alright? Okay. I chanced upon this article the other day, yung sumulat ay si Mike Sorrentino. Sabi niya, I ditched Android for iPhone. Tapos, and he's gonna tell us the reactions of people when you switch from using an Android phone to an iPhone. Okay? Ito naman yung ating balita na yan. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, gadget. Tara. Okay. Bawasan na natin itong mga nasa screen. Tara. My faucet, my kitchen. Alright, because ito pa yung isa kong balita dun. Alright, ito yan, alright? Comparing, switching from Android to iPhone. Okay? So, malaman anong pangyayari dyan, right? Okay. Sabi ni Mike Sorrentino, my decision to ditch my Android iPhone in favor of an iPhone, my Android phone, affected a lot of people. Android phones are great. Talaga naman. Ako rin. I've been using, well, I used to use both iPhone and Android forever, for the longest time, for maybe more than 12 years. I was using both an Android and an iPhone phone. So yung difference naman nakikita, but at the same time, iba-iba yung use ko para sa kanila. And for years, I've been using also the many non-iOS services that exist for texting and video chatting my friends and family. Sabi nito si Mike, I barely even think about what kind of phone others use when I want to text them. I just use whichever service seems easiest for them, whether it's WhatsApp, Signal, Instagram, or something else. Ako the same. I did the same. While standard testing may be antiquated, it still works most of the time. Totoo naman, people are still texting, okay? So sabi nitong si Mike, while he was aware that his new phone purchase would provide access to iMessage and FaceTime, he considered it just another aspect of having an iOS device. After all, Apple services like Apple Arcade, Apple Music are often touted as being the best or exclusive to just Apple products. Eh, ganun naman ang Apple talaga eh. Laging exclusivity, tsaka pag binuksan mo yung Mac mo nang hindi sa service center, hindi nila i-honor yung warranty. Tsaka maselan sila tungkol sa mga items nila. But for some reason, di ba, like yun ang a complaint through the years, like the iPhone chargers, the iPhone telephone chargers are parang throwaway children. Kaagad-agad nasisira na, so people resort to buying the knockoffs or the fake Apple charger because it costs money also, like 800 or so as opposed to the 150 pesos that you can get, and it works the same way. But Apple products, every one of them has rivals that work on both iOS and Android. Sabi ni Mike nitong author, surely I thought we'd move past whether someone's a green bubble or a blue bubble in a text message. But then after I started using my new iPhone, the following messages started coming in from several friends. Wow, I'm so happy you're blue now. Bienvenue à la Club Apple. It's about time. These are actual statements, whether through texting or in person, that friends being made aware of the switch have done for Michael. And he doesn't understand why they have to text that, right? Yes, iMessage is convenient. Yes, so is FaceTime. Well, I personally decided to buy an iPhone 12 Pro Max for the redesign and app privacy controls. And in iOS 14.5, sabi niya, he didn't expect it to make a difference to anyone in his social circle. He didn't expect that a lot of people would be commenting once you shift from Android to iPhone. Okay? Pero, yun, may mga reactions talaga yun. Dahil parang Ateneo Lasal yan eh, di ba? Merong mga loyalties. So, Android, iPhone, okay? During the last 3 years of using Android on Moto Z Play and a Pixel 3 XL, the same friends simply met me on other services. Many use WhatsApp for texting, which will soon support easier chat history transfers between iOS and Android. Google Duo is my favorite way to video chat, and frankly already includes many new improvements coming to FaceTime this fall in iOS 15, such as invite links, portrait mode, and chatting. Inside any web browser ito, Okay, a combination of Facebook Messenger and Microsoft Skype hits most other contacts who aren't into WhatsApp or Duo. And even a recent group chat that was trudging along on MMS shifted over to Instagram. Okay, so despite the clear comfort people have with these non-Apple services, in the weeks leading up to the swap of the device nitong author, sabi ng mga ilang friends niya that their plans to quit those other services once I move to iOS. I-quit na raw nila yung ibang ano na yan pag lumipat siya sa iOS. Sabi ng isa niyang friend, "You're the only one I talk to on WhatsApp," confessed a close college friend who previously told me it was super convenient. Two friends I speak to primarily on Facebook Messenger told me they were excited to move our chat to iMessage, and then I realized one of them had never given me their phone number. Paano kaya i-add, right? And another friend rarely had any interest, okay, in doing video chats with me when I used Android, but now they can FaceTime. Pero nowadays, what's the difference, right? You just turn on the thing and go on live, and you have data. You can see the person on your phone. Not necessarily FaceTime anymore, right? My family members graciously have not cared. They have not cared whether or not I'm using an iPhone. Why should they care? While I know using FaceTime is preference for them, one thing mattered most. Does it work? So at least with them, video chats are over WhatsApp and Skype are still available, okay? So even Apple is starting to acknowledge that facilitating a fast and easy conversation, no matter what device people are on, is most important. Talaga naman hindi na nagmamatter kung ano ang gadget mo, kasi ang importante, nakakapag-usap kayo, nakaka-communicate kayo sa inyong mahal sa buhay, okay? FaceTime opening up to include participants on Android, all right? Windows and web browsers is a half step. In iOS 15, you can include anyone you want in a conversation. Another iPhone, an Android device, or a Windows machine, but actually, starting a FaceTime remains exclusive to Apple devices. In an interview with Your Average Consumer on YouTube, Apple Senior Vice President Craig Federighi acknowledged that opening up FaceTime has become what the company's customers want. Okay? Very often, there was someone in a large group who maybe didn't have an Apple device, and you don't want them to shut out of the party. And we didn't have to use something other than FaceTime. So we thought, as an Apple customer, what do you want to do? And what do you want to be to pull in all your friends? Tanong ito ni Federighi in an interview. And while that's great, sabi niya pa, it's also about being competitive. Apple knows that if it doesn't catch up with rival services like Zoom, even the most loyal Apple customers may turn away from services like FaceTime. Totoo naman, I can imagine how, right? As for me, sabi nitong author na si Mike Florentino, making the switch didn't change much for him. Bakit? Sabi niya, I still communicate with everyone in my life. It's just that now, because of my blue bubble, it's a little bit easier for my friends and family who prefer using the iPhone. Okay? All right? So, what's your favorite app for texting and video chatting? No? Isipin nyo na lang. Pero, yan ngayon ang storya dyan, tungkol sa pag-switch. Depende yun sa gamit, depende sa gusto nyong bells and whistles. Android, iPhone, doesn't matter, alright? Use of facility, ibahin nyo kung anong mas madaling gamitin, alright? Alright? So there, nagtatapos ang issue ko about shifting from Android to iPhone. I have to drink some water. Pasensya na muna, okay? I shall stand up and get some water. Because my throat is dry. You'd have to excuse me. Excuse me. I will be back. Hindi. Huwag na lang. Never mind. Isin ko na lang yung uhaw. Alright? But my throat is getting dry. But there's no one here except the cat. Alright? So let's continue. All right. There's this thing at my backseat. You can stop bots and spammers from calling you. Or, those intrusions, okay? Hold on. Alright. Tapos na tong si... Ayan, okay. You can stop the bots and the spammers from calling you too much or intruding on your phones. Nakakainis na right? So let's find out how we can do this, okay? Yeah. What happened to my news clip? Here it is, okay? How do you stop bots and spammers from calling you so much, okay? Okay, I'm updating a story that came out on August 23, 2019. You know, okay, segue to the smart kitchen, smart everything, smartphone. Your smartphone is a lot of things, okay? It's a way to communicate to loved ones, syempre. It's a tool to share the world, store our pictures, diba? It's an occasional gaming console to some, but it's also nowadays, let's admit or tanggapin natin na it is also a vessel for those intrusions, for those annoying ads and marketing campaigns, right? But ano nangyayari? It shouldn't, our smartphone shouldn't be the venue for those flooding ads na nakakainis na eh. Sometimes you're just trying to read something and may lalabas dyan or sumasali siya dun sa chat niya sa messenger. Ano yan, right? Unfortunately, robocalls ang tawag dyan. Robocalls and spam calls are a serious problem, right? For many of us. Meaning we waste precious minutes fending off incoming calls we're absolutely not interested in, right? And then you get texts, okay? Yung iba kasi kung araw, te-text lang muna. Eh ngayon, they're getting so what they call confident, right? That they actually will call your cell phone when they have the number. And then it's like, who you? Di ba gusto mo yuck. But who's this, right? I mean, really. AT&T sa America, Call Protect app ang tawag diyan. Meron silang 88 and AT&T's Call Protect app for handling spam calls and it is available on Android and iOS. Carriers aren't all that fond of bots and spammers either. And usually, they offer strategies and tips for keeping them at bay. Thanks to a 2019 ruling from the Federal Communications Commission that says call blocking tools can be opt out rather than opt in. Your cell service providers can do more to protect you. The question, of course, is how much are they actually doing, right? So, uh, so they're supposed to protect us. Look at this, okay? AT&T was the first network to turn on automatic fraud blocking and spam call alerts for new users. I think everybody should adapt this, right? And today it's available to all users, okay? You can also install the AT&T Call Protect app for Android and iOS, which will filter out unwanted calls and block specific numbers. Oh, that's cool. If spam calls do get through, you can report them directly to AT&T, all right? Mga service providers to sa Amerika, okay? Yung Verizon customers sa telepono to, sa mobile phones. Meanwhile, have access to call filter. Oh, ang Verizon naman may sarili ng filter. Okay, a free app that comes pre-installed and Verizon supplied Android phones and can be independently installed sa mga iOS tsaka Android devices. So, itong call filter na to, no, this app will warn you about potential spam calls. Magaling. And they come in and block suspected robocallers according to how aggressive you want to be your filtering. Ito yung supposedly pinapagawa sa Facebook na ang pag-filter ng mga bad posts saka mga anti-vaxxer posts. Ayun ang gusto pabawasan or tanggalin completely ni President Biden. Okay? So this app warns you about potential spam calls, ang galing, as they come in and block suspected robocallers according to how aggressive you want to be with your filtering, right? You can report numbers via the app too, but to set up a personal block, you'll have to sign up for a 3-month call filter plus service. 3 months is not bad, right? Before you know it, tapos na yun sa bilis ng panahon. So if you're using, ito sa mga taga-Amerika, if you're using T-Mobile, you've got a suite of tools to pick from. Scam ID is on your phone, okay? By default, yan, and works with your device's existing caller ID function, okay? So try to get this, okay? Yung scam ID ang tawag, okay? So if you call, uh, it will detect and it works for your, it will work with your device existing, ano ba nabubulol ako today? Caller ID function to warn you if a call might be unwanted. On top of that, you can download the free Scam Shield app for Android naman ito, Scam Shield app, and iOS to get iOS and both and Android to get more control over blocking specific numbers. Galing. Within the app, you can toggle on Scam Block, which will block suspicious calls before they get you. There's also Scam Shield Premium. So, merong Scam ID, okay? Merong Scam Shield app, meron pang Scam Block, okay? Itong Scam Shield Premium, which will lead you, it will send telemarketing and political calls directly to voicemail. Very good. So, you can also add yourself to the FCC as America to, National Do Not Call Register. Wala tayong ganyan, okay? So, ang Samsung naman offers a blocking option called Smart Call. Okay, sa Samsung to. Both Android and iOS are getting better at blocking spammers and robocalls, given the number of phone manufacturers that use different versions of the Android operating system. Though your device's built-in options will depend on who made it. Okay? So, itong mga Samsung phones, meron din silang feature called Smart Call, which might be on by default, depending on your carrier or provider. Okay, if it's not, just pick caller ID and spam protection in call settings. From settings, turn it on. It will try to identify unwanted callers as they reach your phone using a central database of suspect numbers. So kung yung Samsung ang telepono nyo, meron kayong pang-block niyan. It's called the Smart Call. Okay, just pick caller ID and spam protection sa call settings nyo, and then turn on the smart call, okay? So it can filter unwanted callers as they reach your phone, okay? You can block and report numbers from inside the app too, but it's up to you, okay? Kung ano yung sino yung gusto nyong i-reject. Ito pa isa, Google Pixel. Google Pixel phones also have a built-in spam control feature. From the phone app, tap the three dots in the top right, then choose settings, okay? On the next screen, pick spam and call screen and turn C caller and spam ID on, okay? Remember ito sa Google Pixel itong sinasabi ko Ang Google Pixel merong built-in spam control feature. Tapos sa next screen, pick spam and call screen and turn C caller and spam on ID. Google will subsequently attempt to warn you when suspects are incoming calls, it's a spam, okay? If you don't want to decide whether to pick up each time, you can have it to try to filter those calls for you. Di ba? Ang grabe. Siya na nag-screen ng calls. You're also able to block, may sekretarya ka na. You're also able to block and report numbers from inside the app. If you don't own a Pixel, you can still get the spam warning feature by downloading the phone app onto whatever Android device you have, okay? So, ang dami. Ang Google also has call screen. Call screen, a feature that lets you divert calls to the Google Assistant, giving the caller the option to leave a voicemail. Mabuti yan. So, why do you have to bother? Well, on iOS, you can send unknown callers directly to voicemail, which is cool. Okay? So, those are the cool things that these apps can do. Alright? Marami pang ibang mga gadget. But, kagaya nitong Robot Killer. Another option is Robot Killer for Android both and iOS. Okay, Robot Killer. The app handles text message spam too and promises predictive spam call blocking technology. So it can identify and cut off calls even if the numbers aren't in the database. Galing, no? Robot Killer takes a proactive approach, blocking calls and leaving you a notification so you don't have to waste time making decisions whether you can accept this call or not. Thank you so much for joining me today sa daming daldal ko. Maraming salamat. Very good. Thank you so much for joining me and magsama-sama tayo ulit bukas po. Okay? Sorry, ito ko na late. Thank you. Love everyone. Faith, hope, and love. Thank you.
Inyong natuhayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast